My name is Elliot with Phoenix Roofing Repair. Today we're at the Martin's residence. I apologize for the background. It's kind of loud. We're going to try to shout and make sure you can hear loud and clear. Today we're going to be doing a repair video on this 3-tab roofing system. The first thing we're going to do is identify the length of the shingle and the exposure. This shingle is sitting at 35 3/4 or 3/4, right? So almost 36. With a 5-inch exposure, which tells me right away on the 3-tab roofing system that it is discontinued. So we will be using the same shingle, trying to extract it and reinstall it to try to avoid any damage on the surrounding shingles. But the repair video, that's the point of it, to extract the shingle, to reinstall it, to see if it damages shingles around it, right? We want to be very careful with the shingle. First thing we're going to do is break the seal. As you can clearly see, we didn't do anything beforehand with the shingle. The seal is breaking now. Alright, so now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to be extracting the nails or staples in this situation, which is nails, from the shingle. You will see my crowbar up here. Whether I'm using a snake or a crowbar, whatever it is, the goal is to keep this shingle at only a 45-degree angle and be as gentle as possible, right? The reason why you'll see my crowbar up here is because there's a nail strip on all the shingles. All of these shingles overlap. I will have to take out the nails right here. You see me lifting this shingle up above it. I'm trying to see where the nails are so I'm not digging around and causing damage to the shingles. Alright, now just like I talked about, this shingle is free from this nailing strip, but all the shingles overlap. So the shingles from this nailing strip have penetrated the shingle that we're trying to extract out. So now we have to find those nails as well. Again, being as gentle as possible. Alright. I know it looks like I was going hard with my crowbar. I was trying to figure out what was going down, or where the shingle, where the nails were. Look right here. There's no gashes in the shingle. There's no huge rips. I was not being rough with the shingle, right? Everything's intact. I do want to point out the holes, right? This roofing system is one layer currently. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 penetrations on the nailing strip of the shingle, right? Now from the nailing strip above it, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So now we have 8 penetrations on our decking of our roofing system, correct? There is no way for me to come in here, throw some mastic in these holes and simply do a repair, not even taking account the shingle's discontinued, and I'd have to find a 39 length shingle, cut it and install it, breaking all manufacturer specification, and install it. Either way, I'd have to find some type of way to fill these penetrations in our decking system, right? I can't just use mastic or elastomeric coating. That's not pre-loss condition. It's not light tenant quality. They did not have 8 penetrations in every single one repair attempt on their underlayment and their decking before we did this repair video. All right, like I said, the shingle is discontinued. We are going to be using the same one. Slide that in there. Looks like we're stuck on a nail. Jesus. Right. We'll be using 1.25 nails to reinstall the shingle, just like it had previously. As you can see, the shingle above it is already experiencing significant creasing from the repair. You can see that there's a hump in the shingle. That's from a nail being stuck upwards. We will fix that as well. All right. Now you can see before I do any type of light wiping of the shingle above it, you can see the creasing. You can see the creasing occur on the shingle above it. Look at the severe granule loss and severe creasing on the shingle above it, right? So not even taking into account the penetrations, this video did fail. The shingle did fail the repair attempt. Now trying to extend this coverage to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 plus on this shingle, on this slope. We're gonna have 8 open penetrations on every single repair we do, and we're also gonna cause more damage to the surrounding shingles, thus making this roofing system non-repairable.